another Saturday is here with us. You are so welcome to the White Carpet here on Joy News on Multi TV. Today, for the next 1 hour, we are going to be talking to you about all the interesting issues happening in the entertainment industry. We will take a look at KKD's case. Now the state says that they are going to pursue the case to the very bottom. So KKD has the state actually now pursuing the rape case, and he is yet to hear his formal charges read out to him on the 29th of January this month. So KKD is still kind of in the hot soup. Well, and guess what? Shatta Wale is blaming the media for the bad relationship between him, Shatta Wale, and Samini. So, well, where did we go wrong? I am here to find that one out right here on the white carpet, that we are now being blamed for the bad relationship between Shatta Wale, and Samini. I'm as surprised as yourself right now, right? Well, and also, Praetitya, after 1 year, has finally given his side of the story as to what really happened for the group. Okay, so you remember Prae Tintin first left the group and eventually was left with Prae Honeho and Praetitya. Now Prae Honeho and Praetitya are also apart. So kind of we no longer have the group Prae existing anymore. Well, when Prae Honeho came with his side of the story that they had consensually agreed to go solo, Big J now is telling us that it was never consensual. Okay, so that was a kind of a group rape, right? Okay, so in a very short while, we would have your favorite critics, your regular critics, joining us here on the white carpet whilst we attempt to take a look at the issues. We attempt to find some answers, and of course, as usual, you definitely must be part of today's show via our WhatsApp number. The number is 0267 844-024. Definitely, we need your comments, we need your opinions, we need your contributions to make this show really, really excited. So why don't you just relax, stay back, and wait whilst the next 1 hour we make sure that your evening is complete. Let me quickly tell you what's happening around town tonight. The musician Alicia Tiny, okay, so he is hosting fans and music lovers and night outers, to this exciting party. He has themed the Red Cup Party. So why don't you just find your way to Club 45 somewhere in airport? Okay, let me just be helpful here. Just make sure you remember Excel Lounge, and that is Club 45. Just be there, and if just in case you have a red cup, why don't go with disposable cup, go with a red sexy cup, to enjoy the party. There'll be lots of stuff of drinks, of course, music. You can't even question that one, because if it's Alicia Tiny, I just feel like doing the beats for you. And well, so just join Tiny for the Red Cup concert. But meanwhile, have you ever wondered why musicians close their eyes when they are singing? So you get somebody singing and person gets to a certain point in the music and closes the eye, and as if taking some deep breath. And okay, so we have been wondering ourselves, and so we attempted to find out why, and we had this interesting soundbite from Osei Kwame, the versatile musician. Let's take a listen.
Make a new life somehow.
One observation made about people who sing is they often close their eyes, especially when they get to an intense or passionate part of a song. People have speculated that it makes a song come from the heart, and it makes them imagine and visualize what they are singing. Well, the rap doctor Osei Kwame has been sharing with us what makes him close his eyes sometimes when he is performing.
I've never thought of it. I think that musicians close their eyes when they are trying to hit a very passionate note, when they are trying to sing high. You see, when you are singing and it's time for you to sing the high notes, it is because you are going to describe something that is passionate, something that is important, or that is the highest point of that performance. So you close your eyes so that one, you can reach that emotion, and then two, you'll be distracted from everything that you are looking at. Because imagine you are on stage, you are going to sing a note and somebody blows you a kiss. You know, you are supposed to react to that. That's another passionate part of your performance. You are supposed to pause and react to it before you continue. So if you don't close your eyes and shut yourself out of that environment, you might be distracted, or you might not fetch that emotion you are about to transcend. So that is why musicians close their eyes. But me, I'm not a singer, so my eyes are always opened. The times that I close my eyes when I'm on stage is when I can't remember my lyrics. So for the same concept, I close my eyes and I fetch the lyrics and I bring them.
He also seized the moment to share with us what went into his choice of fashion for the day.
Taking my clothes, I say, okay, do I look African? Like today, I'm wearing a British socks. My socks are British flag. So it should tell you that when I was putting on my clothes, I was confused because that is not who I am, you know. And so my sense of fashion, I don't think I'm that fashionable.
Osei, who released his latest track last Thursday, also gave us a line from the track.
No ba me dem, me say miss yesi mimpem. No ba me dem, then so miss yesi makumem. Now a babe dem high notes. A hundred do, I close my eyes.
Right, so just when he says he is not a singer, so he doesn't close his eyes, you see, he was caught in the web. Well, but you see, something that baffles me so much. Shatta Wale is now blaming the media for the unfriendliness, for the bad relationship he has with Samini. Okay, let's just take a listen.
Until his rebranding as Shatta Wale, the then Bandana and Samini, although had never collaborated on a song, were living peacefully. But surprisingly, sometime after the Shatta Wale brand became a household name, a beef was reported between the two dancehall artists. But Shatta Wale says the media is to blame for the never-ending beef between himself and Samini. Speaking on a television show, Shatta Wale said, and I quote, "I'll blame the media slightly because they made it seem we were trying to tease him. I always say in my interview, Samini is a big artist and I respect him a lot." Unquote. He further added that he did not mind paying 80,000 Ghana cedis to work on a song with Samini because he holds him in high esteem. Although the two are yet to work together, Shatta Wale is looking forward to that opportunity. Shatta Wale would have to prove the media wrong, at least for once, since he says they are responsible for the protracted feud, that is, if you ignore the seeming diss songs traded between the two artists. But until then, we wait to see if the dissing will continue or subside, now that we know who the supposed culprit is. Until his rebranding as Shatta Wale, the then Bandana and Samini, although had never collaborated on a song, were living peacefully. But surprisingly, sometime after the Shatta Wale brand became a household name, a beef was reported between the two dancehall artists. But Shatta Wale says the media is to blame for the never-ending beef between himself and Samini. Speaking on a television show, Shatta Wale said, and I quote, "I'll blame the media slightly because they made it seem we were trying to tease him. I always say in my interview, Samini is a big artist and I respect him a lot." unquote. He further added that he did not mind paying 80,000 Ghana cedis to work on a song with Samini because he holds him in high esteem. Although the two are yet to work together, Shatta Wale is looking forward to that opportunity. Shatta Wale would have to prove the media wrong, at least for once, since he says they are responsible for the protracted feud. That is, if you ignore the seeming diss songs traded between the two artists. But until then, we wait to see if the dissing will continue or subside, now that we know who the supposed culprit is.
We at least we are now happy to hear that Shatta Wale will not kill Samini like Mike Tyson. No, he will not box him like Mike Tyson or lion like. Oh, okay, right. So the media would also put ourselves to check and make sure you have a very harmonious relationship with Samini. But how else would you sell yourselves? Maybe that is something you should be considering, thinking about that, right? You know, the other member, well, would I, does the group even exist at all, prior group? Well, first, Prior Tintin made his exit. Then everybody went like, ooh, this probably might be the beginning of their downfall. We've seen it happen. Wuta, we had numerous groups, we never stayed together as a group. Well, Prior, actually, they struggle to be different, but they are still one of the groups after all, because at the end of the day, they are apart. Well, Prior Nketiah, who remained silent throughout the breakup, has eventually spoken. What has he been saying? Let's take a listen.
They came onto the scene through the Nescafe Revelation concert and gradually emerged as a household name with many hit songs that took the entertainment industry by storm. But it wasn't all rosy after all. The group suffered a serious vacuum when the tallest member of the group, Prior Tintin, made his exit to go solo. Many then speculated that it was the beginning of the downfall of the group. Big J, known in the group as Prior Nketiah, and Kwamaster, also known in the group as Prior Honeho, however, picked up the pieces and managed to bring out 3 hit songs. Amongst them was The Night Is Still Young. But the duo could only last for 6 months. Kwamaster made a public announcement that he was going solo, a decision he said was arrived on by the duo. When asked for his side, he remained silent and never commented. After 1 year of this breakup, Big J is out with his side of the story. Big J says he was never in favor of the group members going solo and that his breakup with Kwamaster, which got Ghanaians and fans surprised and some disappointed, was not consensual, as fans were made to believe.
It's not what we are hearing on air. It's not what, you know,
that you guys decided.
We decided it was an amicable. I'm hearing a lot. It was we came to a consensus and all that. You know, I could have also counter-reacted, you know, when he came out saying stuff like that. But I felt like, hey, let him have his time. You know, he wants to, you know, promote his stuff. Let him do his thing. This is a brand we built over 10 years, a successful brand, an award-winning brand. We've been there, we've done that, we've seen it all.
Yeah, from the Nescafe, Angelina.
And it's not something you should throw away just like that. And it saddens my heart that after 10 years of doing this business, my colleague decided to go his own way. I don't have a problem with him going his own way, but the manner in which he went about it is what I don't like.
He also clearly stated that he's not as redundant as people think he was to the group, and that his comeback as Cartel Big J will prove this point.
The music industry's only cartel, somebody who is here to show you what exactly I am as a person, Big J. So Cartel Big J put together is who you're seeing today.
He promises his fans an interesting year ahead.
So nowadays the rhythm changed, so you can't do the Adowa, you can't do the Agbaja. The rhythm has changed that well. We just have to pause here and, you know, kind of refresh and catch up with the fast beat. So in a moment, I'll be back with your regular critics. Stay on.
In her two-page letter dated 12th of January 2015 and addressed to the Director of Public Prosecutions at the Attorney General's Department and copied to the Chief Justice, the Registrar of the High Court and the top hierarchy of the Ghana Police Service, the victim cited the media frenzy that followed the arrest of KKD and the unseasoned bars, as well as social media posts which she described as insensitive for her decision. The victim said since the story of her rape allegations against renowned broadcaster broke, her life has taken a dramatic turn. She has not been able to appear in public without attracting harsh gossip and finger-pointing. Having secured bail on the back of the letter last week after several failed attempts, there were suggestions the ace broadcaster was on the verge of having the rape charge against him dropped. But the prosecutor told the Kaneshi Magistrate Court in a brief session in Accra on Thursday they intend to pursue the case despite the stance of the complainant. ACP Moses Atibila later addressed journalists outside the court.
So all criminal prosecutions are with the mandate of the Attorney General. He is the initiator of all prosecution in this country. So the police prosecute on the ticket delegated authority from what? The Attorney General. And for that matter, if it comes release, I take instructions from him to do any other thing. That is why I just told the court. And I've had instructions from him to do what I have told the court. Okay. All right.
What about the ladies alleged to have been withdrawing their case?
No, what you people should understand is that prosecution is for the state. The case is for the state. It's the state that says that do not do this. If you do this, it's a crime. So we can, notwithstanding the fact that you have brought a letter where the state says they'll prosecute him.
So you have enough evidence to that?
Oh, why not?
But the state
Why
needs
not?
the state needs a witness. So what are you going to do? Are you going to make this lady
Now
a hostile witness?
no, I'm not. We haven't got to that level yet. If we get to that level, we'll talk. Okay, we haven't got to that level.
KKD was apprehended on 27th December 2014 after the 19-year-old victim accused him of raping her in a hotel room. After 19 days, the Human Rights Court in Accra granted him bail on humanitarian grounds. Presiding Judge Ajoy Chama adjourned the case to Thursday, January 29. Redwan Karim Dini Osman's report for Joy News.
Okay, so we have been joined by your regular favorite critic, Bertrand Nana Texan. Hi, Nana.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
How's the week?
I've never been called favorite before, so as you said favorite, I'm kind of, feeling a bit bad, because
Why?
I normally when people call me favorite, it's fake,
KKD is still in hot soup.
No, he's not.
Okay, tell us about that.
Why would he be in hot soup when the principal witness says I'm no more interested? You see the Attorney General's office, they're a bunch of waste of time, really.
I didn't hear you say that.
Well, I said
so nobody should ask me. What did he say? Be a witness.
I'll repeat it.
It's okay.
They're a bunch of waste of waste of time. I mean, look, there are bigger, better issues, more horrible issues out there. And somebody just goes to fuck a knife and you are making a lot of noise. I mean, really? What are you going to prosecute? You can force the mayor, in this case, the horse,
mean cutlery,
female
fork,
horse.
and knife as used in idiomatic
It
expression.
took a while to sink in. Okay, I get you. As I was saying...
No, I just want to be clear. Everybody heard you say fork. I want to be sure that is the cutlery fork you're talking
But he went to eat.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you eat with? Either your finger or
I just wanted to be sure that you're talking about fork and knife.
That's what I meant.
Great.
Yes, And then they both enjoy themselves. We were not there, but from the video we saw, we noticed there wasn't a force, and there wasn't any force entry or penetration. According to the doctors, everything was smooth sailing.
Really?
And according to KKD, it was raw. So I don't, and they had two
Kids
positions.
at his age, he doesn't protect.
Well,
And the girl too could take that risk for just the first time meeting.
yeah, so two of them had
So
a great
what has
time.
the HIV board been preaching about?
Well, apparently they don't fear HIV from all indications. Yeah.
They've been wasting their time. Then we should.
Yes.
It's time we considered saving some money from there, right?
Oh, it certainly,
Yeah.
yes. I mean,
Because the awareness is.
or maybe they didn't have time to buy condoms. Yeah, I was thinking, in the hotel they don't sell pure water rubber. They could have used that instead of the condoms.
Have you tried using that before?
Yeah, it was okay.
Really? I pity the other person. Oh.
Really? Why did she complain to you?
I don't know.
You have
I'm
a
only
number?
pitying.
Oh, assumption is the mother of all screw-ups. I understand.
Thank you for using screw.
You crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, seriously, I think the Attorney General's office they have better things to concentrate their time on, and stop this nonsense you're doing. Because quite frankly, it's just like killing a little fly with a mallet. Why? The person says, "I'm no longer interested." The other party has written a long letter, big English, saying, simple English meaning, "I'm sorry." Let it go. You can't stand on TV getting airtime and talking all this crap. It's a waste of time.
Are you sure about that? You see, one, if everything was smooth,
Yeah.
why does the girl make the report in the first place?
Do you know who made the report?
Who did?
Ask and ask again.
I'm
It was
asking you.
the girl's boyfriend who made the
Okay.
report. The girl herself wasn't interested. And please, once again, let me just state this. I hate to sound prejudicial. And some of our viewers who hate me so much and say all sorts of stuff about me that I'm defending the guy. Well, if it's your turn and your case is sweet, I'll defend you. And like we stated, and you also pumped up last time, that look, if the gentleman is guilty, all of us, I have 2 daughters. I won't be happy if some dude, over 20 or 30 years different, comes to rape my daughter. I'll be very upset. However, looking at the circumstances, I don't see there was a rape. I hate to sound prejudicial, so I don't want to push it too much. But looking at it carefully, look, there was nothing like that.
So out of hate, then the boyfriend decided to take the action.
Exactly. And according to sources, when the boyfriend pushed the lady to go and make the report, the lady first said there was no rape initially. And then she comes back again and writes the statement because the father was introduced in the picture, And of course, every father initially will be upset.
The girl's father was introduced.
Yes, into
that
the
if
picture.
you don't go to do it, or if you don't, the boyfriend threatens that if you do not do it, I report you to your father, or the girl's father comes in and insists that go and report that.
Well, the girl's father asked the girl, "Did you have sex?" She said yes. Willingly, she would say no. Of course, you're afraid of the father. Yeah. Even at my age, I'm still afraid of my father. So
yours is a different case, yeah.
No, it's not.
At your age, with 2 children, with a wife you manage at home.
Yeah, I'm still afraid of my dad.
Yeah, that's a different.
I'm not
case,
ashamed of that. Oh, you mean I'm a wimp?
I haven't said that. You have the vocabulary to describe yourself. That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't extend to me.
No, but I'm trying to understand.
Yeah.
So the boyfriend insists, and the father comes in to also insist, or the father is used as threat?
The father, from what I gathered, this is unconfirmed, by the way, so please don't quote me. But from small sniffing I made around, the father is very upset. Which is understandable. Anybody touches your daughter, if you'll be angry. I mean, you will kill.
Exactly.
And you defend your children.
I will not kill, but of course, I'll be very angry.
It's okay if you kill. It's called circumstantial madness.
Depending
when you
on
kill
how,
under
if it's
circumstances.
consensual, of course, I cannot kill for that.
Well, me, even if it's consensual, I'll still kill.
Then you've got to be killed too.
Why?
You have somebody consensually living with you.
Does she have a choice? I born her when I was producing her. Where the hell was she? No. but I mean, you have to check your children. You understand?
Okay. So based on the fact that the girl agrees that it was consensual, but to please her boyfriend and her father, agrees to them also that it is rape.
Probably.
Then I feel that we've been all made fools.
Like I said, once again, we may be in contempt, so we should be careful.
That is why I feel that.
So let me still insist, this is unconfirmed.
Okay, fine, but supposing that is the situation, then I don't agree with you if you say state prosecution is a waste. They'll be wasting time on this issue. Then I rather feel that they should go in so that whoever has caused this state uproar should be brought to book.
That's another story. That's when then the lady may be considered as a hostile witness.
But you see, that can only be reached at when state pursues the case.
Yeah.
and continues charging KKD
I
for witnesses to come in, for evidence to show.
I respectfully disagree. You know why? Because the lady's issue for withdrawing, one, is because of the unwanted attention she's getting. Number two, the media frenzy.
Yeah.
And then the number three, the kinds of insults that is coming to her family.
For her, you can understand, because if indeed she unwillingly had to condone to what her boyfriend and her father insist, then of course you can understand she wasn't ready for this media frenzy and all that.
Sure.
But we've got to get to the bottom, so that if the lady has to point fingers at the boyfriend for deceiving the public,
why would she do that? The boyfriend was just being defensive.
Together?
I don't know about that.
Would you stay with a girl like that?
Personally, I cannot answer that question.
I don't even know why I asked that question.
Why did you ask that question? I can ask you why you asked. I think it's a matter of choice. It's a matter of principle.
You go out with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or, okay, just one night.
Yeah.
In the same premises.
Yeah.
And she's able to turn 360.
Yeah.
With all we saw in that footage.
Yeah.
You still will stay by her?
Why not? She's 19. She's making her mistakes. She'll grow out of it.
The boyfriend
Let's not
really
pretend. Haven't you made mistakes before, my dear?
Not this kind of mistake.
Really? You're sure about that?
In other ways,
is that your final answer?
In other ways, we all are fallible.
Would you like to call home and confirm?
That?
Never mind. Can we move on?
If you can't confess, I can. You want me to confess? What?
I'm not the star. You are the star.
Well, but for me, I think this is the case. We all want to get to the bottom of it and find out really what has gone wrong, so that we don't have a second time of it.
It doesn't. Not even that. I wish the truth would have, come out in the courts, because they will be swearing. They will be under oath to give their testimony.
That oath doesn't work at all.
Well, it doesn't matter, because if you have found out that you were lying, then they deal with you.
Do they ever find out you were lying?
Yes, eventually. People, are found out, and that's why they say when you deceive a public officer, in this case a police or a prosecutor, yes, you're going to suffer for it. So they make you aware of these, rules. It sounds trivial, but if it gets you, it's very dangerous. I wish this had gone the full haul. Reason being, now people who don't know KKD and don't trust KKD are going to assume he did it.
We've been left to wild interpretations.
Exactly, and maybe has paid his way out. But those of us who know him and are quite close to him and are following the story also, we know he is not, that he's not guilty, of the rape bit. For the sexual intercourse thing, he's confessed, yes, he did it. So I wish he would go further for us to find out actually what the truth is. But as it stands now, it's still hanging, and then all manner of people are speaking or spewing all manner of garbage, and which is not very healthy.
Well, there are too many questions when it comes to KKD, but we would, so long as we will be following, actually.
Definitely.
Yeah, we'll be following.
Definitely.
All right, so now Shatta Wale says that the media caused the bad relationship between him and Samini.
This is why I like my favorite cutlery again. Shut the fucking knife up. Media did what, really? You see, this Shatta nonsense has actually...
spoon and knife, because sometimes you're compelled to use spoon.
Well, spoon is when you are sleeping, then you can spoon. Yes. In the media issues, right? Stars need the media need the star, I think it's called dichotomy, and they both depend on each other, interdependent. So the media need content for their shows, like this show needs the content, and then he also needs the media to publicize him. You remember a few months back, he said something like, I think it was his manager together with him who said, they don't need traditional media, they can use new media. Yeah, but you see, when they need promotions for their programs, they still come back to traditional media, For him blaming the media and then we also listening to such toss and then giving him the attention, he's playing us again. We just are giving him the attention he needs. Assuming we boycotted or went blackout on him, this will not be any news. I mean, how can you say that? And he says, well, we are responsible for his beef with Shatta, with Samini. Ha, 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 you make me laugh like a rich man. I mean, look, if these two people stop the beefing, they'll go hungry. It's a fact. Samini needs this beef thing to continue. Look, all the greatest people who've succeeded in the world, they come in pairs. Michael Jordan had Kobe. Mike Tyson had Lennox Lewis. Holyfield, you know. George Foreman had Ali. Ali had Fraser, you know, and the list goes on. Because the more you are being compared to somebody, you're forced to work harder. You know.
Had a refi.
You can't leave the sex issue. Never mind, you're crazy. If I follow you, I'll lose my mind. You know. So the two of them actually are making a lot of money by keeping the feud going. If they stop it, guess what? Some brands are going to suffer. So to me, if I was their advisors, I'll say, hey, keep the feud going. Even though
you blame somebody else.
Yeah,
but you see, we'll get to a time. Yeah. We'll talk about Samini, we'll talk about Shatta Wale, but we might not talk about the feud between the two of them.
There never will come a time that you want. You definitely will. If they stop the feud, what are you going to discuss? Shatta Wale, that's what. You pick with him in Charterhouse. That's also a feud. Do you get it? Okay. People like that. People like that action. For instance, if you bring two crazy people on your show and then they fight, do you know what's going to happen? Ratings. It's normal, you know. But we want to have intelligent I know you won't say me, but you want to have intelligent discussions with your guests. You know, that's cool, you know. Okay. But as for that, let's forget about them. I don't think.
Have you heard people gossiping about the General Secretary of NDC?
Oh, Mr. Asiedu Nketiah. Yes, I have. Yes.
You've heard people gossiping. What are they saying?
Were they gossiping or they were stating matter of fact?
It's a fact, right?
Yes, it's a fact. Yes.
Okay. Well.
Do you have a video?
I do. Oh, he actually has been talking about it.
Yes, I heard about it.
And I perfectly agree with him.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Which part?
He says that, okay, don't let me say that one. You take a listen. And afterwards, just type what you think and send to 0267 844 024. Just tell me what you think of Mr. General Mosquito's comments about his. Now people are saying Asiedu's winter coat of many furs. You just take a watch, just take a listen, and tell me what you think.
Ghanaians have over the course of this week had a field day, especially on social media, thanks to the General Secretary of the ruling National Democratic Congress. Asiedu Nketiah's now famous winter coat once again released the creative juices of Ghanaians. Some satirists suggested the brown winter coat belonged to the First Lady, Lordina Mahama, whilst others said the NDC scribe had taken inspiration from this anonymous young man whom some said is his stylist. Whichever way you look at it, General Mosquito got quite a bit of trolling and ridicule for his poor sense of fashion. There were quite a few, though, who came to his rescue, sharing photos of world-renowned celebrities such as Kanye West, who had previously been found in similar coats. But Asiedu Nketiah eventually decided to answer the self-acclaimed fashion police, confirming that, indeed, what he wore was a female fur coat. Except he says this is not the first time he's worn it. Indeed, he says the coat has been places.
Oh, this is a jacket I've been traveling with all over the world. I've gone to Denmark with it, I've gone to UK with it, I've gone to, China with it, and so on. I consider it to be a unisex jacket because it actually belongs to my wife. My wife has been in Canada all these years.
But the general says he actually found it surprising that his fur coat, or rather his wife's fur coat, had become a subject of national discussion.
I was surprised that people took this as a major issue. But they should know that we didn't go to Europe for a fashion show. We went to do brain work.
He goes ahead to justify his decision.
I don't think that I travel that frequently enough that I should waste money in buying winter clothing and so on. To be honest, I didn't buy the thing anywhere. I sent it from Ghana here. And I don't have money to be going shopping, to be buying winter clothing for a 2-day visit in Germany only to drop it because you cannot wear it here.
He feels vindicated by his decision, unlike other public office holders he said did not have a good reputation whilst in office.
if wearing your wife's winter jacket is a crime, let them jail me. But you see, they are exposing themselves because Kofi Juma, who is making this noise, Kofi Juma, you were indicted by the Auditor General that you were taking 10 million per day from the resources of the of KMA when you were the mayor. And so if you have that much of money that you loot from government coffers, you can afford to buy jackets, winter jackets for 2 hours, throw them away. You get to another country, you buy another one and you throw it away. So if that is his business, let him mind that business. But I have not been brought up in this type of thing.
Beyond the shores of Ghana, though, the BBC's monitoring team has a story about Asiedu Nketiah's coat of many furs. Whichever way you look at it, Ghanaians are not done yet with General Mosquito's taste for fashion, as this picture of him has also started rounds on WhatsApp, with him wearing a pair of what looks like Timberlands over kaftan.
All right, so. Forgive me. Let me catch a breath here. Let me just catch a breather here. In a moment, I am back. You're welcome back. All right, so as Asiedu's last picture showed, I just couldn't help it because Nana just looked down his own feet and could tell the inspiration, you see, where it's either he's drawing that from Asiedu or Mr. Asiedu is drawing that from Nana. But I mean, hey, if you see Asiedu's own and you see Nana's own, it looks like the two of them have some connection, yeah? Timberlake or it's Timberland? I won't mind whichever one, there's a timber somewhere. Okay, so let me quickly take some of your comments on WhatsApp. So, this says, hi, keep it up with a good job done, but Nana, remember the state can't continue criminal cases, whether the main witness withdraws or not. So why the beef with the Attorney General from Rasta in Kekaso Offenso? Okay, thank you. This says, yeah. Okay, so you start by good evening, Gladys. Your set looks different today, really. Please ask Nana to stop the insults. What if KKD is found guilty?
You should jail him.
Okay, so Evans from Kofodia, thank you. But you said, why should General Mosquito be surprised? You disgrace our country and you expect us to be quiet. Nana, why are you laughing? Why were you laughing?
I wasn't laughing.
But you see, Asiedu says that he did not go for any fashion show. And of course, we should be happy to hear that one because he did not, if he had gone buying expensive fur coats, you would have spoken about that. You would say he's looted some money, state money, to go buy winter coats that he would use for just a one-off trip and come and dump somewhere. So I think it's fair, right?
No, it's not fair. I mean, Gladys, let's be serious. How much is a winter coat? $20? $40?
But you see, but that's still money. 20 converts $20 to
How
Ghana.
much was his per diem? Do you want to go there?
You want him to use his per diem to buy winter
But what
coats?
do you use per diems for? For your personal needs.
His wife had winter coat. He's wanted to Germany. He's wanted to London. You people.
So when you're going for an outdooring together with your husband and he doesn't remember where he put his shoe, he can wear your shoe, isn't it?
So long as he's comfortable and he's proud about that.
I see. Okay.
Really? Yeah.
All right. That's your.
See, if my feet could fit into your shoes, I would have borrowed them and done something to match.
I'm talking about your husband wearing yours.
So if I can don your shoes comfortably, so long as they fit, then don't even talk about my husband.
So your husband can wear your shoes?
So long as he's comfortable.
Cameraman, can you take a picture of her shoe?
Let me put it down well.
And let's see if her husband can call in and tell us he will wear this.
So long as he's comfortable and can walk in them,
Are you
no problem
serious,
at all.
Gladys?
See, he says that he's proud that he hasn't gone looting state funds. So yeah, why not? See, if my husband
$20 for a winter coat.
Nana converts that one. You know, Ghanaians, when we stand when we enter the malls, we quickly do the calculation. $20 in Ghana cedis. I'll go and buy it in Ghana. We all do. Come on.
60 Ghana.
I am proud I said it.
You see, the man, I like his delivery of what he said, but you see, quite frankly, he should just swallow his shame and be quiet.
Which one is
all this defense of, oh, why do you loot? And then all of a sudden you're robbing another person. Equalization, you know, that's the annoying thing about politicians. Accept your fault and stop the blame game. You wore a lady's fur coat. Accept it. No, and let's move on.
He hasn't denied, has he?
He was equalizing, saying somebody stole 10 million or whatever a day and then looted whatever. Is that necessary? Is that a topic for discussion? You were asked simply, what happened? You wore a lady's fur coat. Just say it was indiscretional. I made a mistake. Case closed.
He says that it is Kofi Juma who is making this noise.
It's not. I am making it.
No.
You are making it. You made it a headline on your show. What are we talking about? What? He's embarrassing himself. He should just shut the hell up. What's wrong with this man?
Well, but you see, you have a connection, so don't be too hard on him.
The Timberlands?
Exactly.
I'm ashamed he's wearing one. Because actually he looks like Pussy in Boots.
Okay, so Aziz Dollar from why you saying people should stop making an issue of nothing. General should forget them and move on.
Well, he's embarrassed himself. He's not moving.
No, so Dollar says that General should forget about
people. You see, people like this, just a minute. You know, people like this, they make people, when they hear the name Krasini, we get offended. You know, I'm a Krasini, but this is a pure Krasini. And he had the nerve to say he's traveled to Norway, Singapore, Switzerland, and wherever. And he doesn't know the difference between male and female coats. Please.
Asiedu never denied wearing a woman's coat.
So, if he has then KKD accepted. Me pamucho medi obano sorry. Also so simple. Kasa me pacho mashe matare. Then we move on. Why this nonsense about somebody did this and did that?
No. Right, so hi, please tell Nana that his hair is gradually becoming rasta again. I love outfits. Okay, so you love my outfit tonight. I'll keep it up. That's coming from Mohammed in Bimbila. And General Mosquito's winter coat. What a wow. That's what you should be saying.
His dreams.
Okay, so Brodizo inside Winneba, you saying, what is Asiedu Nketiah wearing? His wife's coat? Yes, he says his wife's coat.
Then why doesn't he wear bra whilst he's at
You say shameful. Please let him go to Muammar Gaddafi for fashion tips.
Thank you. I agree.
Okay, so this says, Nana Asiedu, where is his coat? Awo binti.
Thank you very much. I like that.
Awo binti no share ni
criticism.
Oh, Nana. Awo binti.
Wait, is it by force to wear winter coat? Why don't you wear blankets? Fine. If you know, you don't know. These are the people, they go to some restaurants, they don't know the item on the thing. Then because everybody is choosing, they also go and choose some.
Okay, so David from Prior, so you say that's the perfect answer anyone can ever give. I see you do Ethiopia.
Well,
you can make whatever noise.
Okay.
Ethiopia. This says, okay, Gladys, you look sweet. That's coming from Monica in Hohoi. This says, just love your show and your panelists for the good work to bring to our doorstep the latest entertainment news. God bless you all. That's coming from Don Kelly. You are somewhere here in Accra, and you say that KKD has asked for forgiveness from God and the nation. Let's forgive and let's allow God to be the judge. The man is really sorry, so please forgive him, Don Kelly. We appreciate your contribution here. This says, I'm wondering how, why, and where Shatta Wale got those military uniforms. But I hope it doesn't land him somewhere someday if he's found to be guilty for wearing those. That's coming from you, Kweku, from Tamale. Okay, so today I'll do very well to read almost all your messages. Okay, so want to know if Nana gave his Timberland to Mr. Asiedu, and that's coming from Moro, from Shama Junction. Did you?
No.
Okay, so Nana, please calm down. This is coming from, you didn't add your name, but somebody is pleading, calm down on the general. He's just a general mosquito. Just calm down.
He can handle it.
You're so huge. Calm down.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say, good evening, Gladys. My phone is bad. So the text I saw, okay. Right, that's coming from Comfort. Comfort, I hope you're doing very well. You say, as far as he's okay with what he's wearing, it is okay.
Oh, really?
You told me I'm looking good. Thank you.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Comfort, the lady who gave me that beautiful red hot beads.
I agree, but Comfort, I'm sorry what you said. I'm disappointed in you as well. You're a fashionista person. You should know better. If somebody is wearing ladies' clothes and he's a guy, it is unacceptable. Case closed. Like a man can never wear a lady's dress. How do you support your balls?
It'll be which one? What kind of? Okay, I don't want to go into that one. Asiedu Nketiah is a comedian. This is only happening in Ghana. This is why he did not turn up for the news file program today. Well, we still don't. Well, but did you know that today Asiedu Nketiah refused to turn up on our news file program? So
he's ashamed. That's why. Why do you have to worry yourself?
Well, so the other ones, the other general secretaries who came boycotted the show.
Yeah, if I would have boycotted it too.
Because General Mosquito never showed up.
Exactly.
Perhaps he could not find another
no,
wife
he's a
to
coward.
wear. No.
Well, maybe. Yeah.
The wife locked up the wardrobe.
Yeah, no.
Is General trying to see that he had not taken our money before? Has fashion. Okay, so you say his fashion is papa. Okay, so Nanan.
Yeah.
Nketiah has eventually spoken.
Okay.
He said his part of the story.
Right.
He says it was never consensual.
Okay.
The prior breakup, especially his own and prior Honeho, was not consensual. So he's been ripped out of the group.
I heard you the first time. I was laughing my head off. You're bad way. You create the words. Yeah. Oh, what can you say? I mean, these are two grown artists, you know, they know what they want, and if they realize at a point they need to go their separate ways, it's just like marriage. If it's not working, you just move on, you know, no big deal. I was thinking you were going to ask about, you know, his, the prior groups thing with Nanama McBrown. You remember the story?
For her saying she hates him to the, the core.
To the core, yeah. Because apparently they were...
was the clip,
they were going to shoot.
Or something, that they
actually finished shooting, and then she was going home and she had the accident. But I don't think she should hold such a grudge.
I hear her as part of her complaint. She says that he only showed up there for once or something like
that. That's not true. According to the prior group, they actually were the first people to go there. They were the first people to even go and collect the things from the car so people would not steal it, you know. But I think she was a bit unconscious, so she didn't recognize or she didn't realize that, or maybe nobody told her. And the prior people have actually, you know, extended the olive branch trying to make peace and all. But she's still being stubborn about it. I just wish she'd be a Christian and then let it go, you know, because, hey, come to think of it, life is too short. And, you know, now Mama McBrown, you know, you didn't die. God forbid. You're all right now, you know. So just forgive them. And, you know, when somebody offends you and you forgive them, you feel better. You feel lighter. You know, but if you hold a grudge, your head may become as big as mine and gradually grow hair, and people will diss you and say,
and for anybody's head to be as big as yours, that's a pity. Oof. You want to continue?
I'm going to Ajay.
Okay, let me take some more of your messages. Okay, so Brodizo, you again say Sandra Ankobia fashionista said Asiedu Nketiah wore a female dress, and that is the truth because she is a fashion designer. But of course, Asiedu has not denied wearing a female's coat. He says it's his wife's coat. Okay, so you this man there, you look at how shabbily, come on.
No, read it. How shabbily I'm dressed. Go ahead, read it.
And you're angry with Asiedu Nketiah.
If you forgot, my name is Rasta, by the way. If I offend you on your TV, you can turn the channel. So, watch the other station.
Where is Doku, please? Again, Doku, we hope that he eventually shows up to answer where he's been.
Uncle Francis, they mean.
Uncle Francis. I think I like Asiedu's acceptance of knowing what he wore, but the funny thing about we Ghanaians is if he had been saying he's sorry, he will still be told that or made fun of. So whichever way he goes, his choice, and if that is the subject of matter, then it is a waste of our time messing around with us while not concentrating on the very necessary issues, then it's on to us, because there are a lot of issues and you feel our concentration should rather go there. This says, ha 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 ha, Asiedu Nketiah. Yeah, I won't. Okay, this says, it's really a shame to hear those comments from the General Mosquito, really? Adam Kepia says, why are we so hard on the General?
Can you imagine if it was somebody else and the General was on the person's case?
That is the other side of the story.
Thank you very much.
The General is only trying to explain an obvious embarrassment and making it look like he's not corrupt. Please tell him we are not kids. So will he wear it again? That's coming from Kweku Odumasi Krobo.
He will never.
I'm sure he doesn't mind. You can
Oh please, I can dare you.
Ask Nana what's wrong about Asiedu Nketiah's winter coat. How better does he dress? Okay, that's coming from Roland Mataheko. Nana says he's Rasta. So if you're talking Rasta dressing, yes, that's one you can fashion police him.
Thank you very much.
General should better close his mouth. How can you wear that? That's coming from Chime from Wa. Gladys, you look splendid. Please, where is Francis? Tell Nana to cool down. Nana has cooled down eventually. General Mosquito, we a guy, what promise from Ashaman. All right, so we are so grateful to you there for spending your time with us here on the white carpet. We do come your way again exactly 7 days away. So just make a date with us. But meanwhile, you could catch a repeat of the white carpet on the Joy News channel at exactly 9:30 p.m. on Sundays. So catch a repeat of us and we would sure make your night complete. My name once again is Gladys Osei Ovedu and Nana Texan.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. And next week, Nana has promised to don suits for you to know that he too can do the difference. Please. He too sabi fashions more.
Please.
He's not fashionable, though. That one he hasn't also accepted that he's fashionable. Nana accepts he's not fashionable, but he will just show Asiedu Nketiah a small level.
No, I won't do that.
So he will don some.
No. So far as the clothes.
Just watch out, because Nana is going to come here.
Please don't deceive the people. 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 Please.
Okay, so well, David is asking if you've been styled by fish. All right, so thank you so much, and a sweet good evening to you, Mrs. Sadat, to you, Comfort, to you. Nana, give me the list. Auntie Love,
Mr. Amegashi, the pastor, the reverend.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, our list is tall, man.
It's tall.
And the backroom staff also.
Yeah. So a sweet good evening to you, especially you there. Yes, you are so special. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you.